Here we are, New Year's, it's supposed to be hopeful. Remember the New Year's of the past when you were so carefree? Maybe you went out and did fun things. You stayed out all night long. You made sure to toast to midnight. It was so joyful, and it just marked this amazing start to the new year. And here you are. I remember this so well. This feeling of just complete disappointment, yet also wanting to hurry up and get to the next year because please can we have this year over with? I think the most confusing thing that no one told me about was the feeling of that drawing of the line in the sand where I felt like I was leaving my baby behind in the previous year. So when you're having this holiday where it's all about fresh starts and new possibilities and new the last thing you want to do is step into the new year. You just want the old year back. And when your baby isn't here, you feel like you're forced to leave them behind. And it's really unbearable. Are you asking yourself things like, what if going forward means forgetting them? What if it makes me lose them even more? I'm scared to lose the memory of them. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to step into the new year, keeping your baby close, keeping those memories alive. It is possible. And I teach a lot about that in my Stillbirth Roadmap course, integrating your baby's life into your future. Because I couldn't stand that thought on New Year's Eve, thinking, this is it. I'm going to have to leave my babies behind and go on with this new year and this new life. And I just couldn't do it. So I teach you all about how it is possible to do that. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just turn the calendar on grief and just be like, well, it's a new year. I guess I'm good. It's done. Thank goodness that's done. And it does feel like it should be that way because we've always been conditioned to start fresh in the new year. You get a new calendar, you get new everything and leave the past behind. But when you're a lost mom, that feels like abandonment. And it's really uncomfortable. And it's something very few people talk about. If this is the year that your baby died, closing this chapter might feel impossible. It's still hard years later because you realize your baby's always going to be that 1 year behind, one more year. It's so unnatural for moms to want to leave your babies behind and abandon them in any way. And then there's the hopefulness, right? You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be hopeful. I'm supposed to be excited about my future. I'm supposed to be making resolutions. I just want my baby back. I just want what I thought I was going to have. And so it feels like you're stuck in that moment that you lost them. But I just want to remind you, you're not stuck. You are honoring them. And there's a big difference. One of my moms that I work with decided she is going to stay home because she could not stand the thought of all of the celebration around New Year, New You, and all of the pomp and circumstance. So she and her husband stayed home and just did their own quiet dinner. They wrote their baby a letter. They wrote down some dreams of what they thought the baby would be doing in this new year. And they didn't even stay up till midnight. They just ended it early. And it felt really good for them because it felt like they consciously brought the baby into the new year with them instead of leaving the baby behind. So that might be something that could be helpful for you. Another mom I worked with went to a party last New Year's Eve and ended up crying in the bathroom because she felt completely disconnected. She felt like a fish out of water when everyone else was so excited and joyful about starting the new year. All she could do was realize that she just felt different, that this was not her, and it made her feel even more isolated. So I'm not saying don't go to parties. I'm saying assess where you are, make a plan. That's also something I teach in my Stillbirth Roadmap course is I I teach you, I have a actual download that you can print out and make a plan of when there's a special event, how am I going to handle it? How do I need to think about it? Who do I need to have help me with it? What do I need to do if I need to change gears in the middle of it? It's so helpful. So I don't ever want you to get caught in these kind of things alone. Some fears are if I set goals for the new year. So I want to address some common fears that you might be having. If you are feeling like you're going to tackle this new year, hallelujah, this old year is behind you. Do you have these thoughts? If I set goals for the new year, does that mean I'm moving on? What does that mean about me? Will people expect me to be better? I'm here to tell you the new year does not erase your baby. Your baby was here. Your baby was meaningful. It's literally just another day. So don't make it mean more than it does. Don't put the pressure on New Year's. January 1st means nothing. Your grief does not have a calendar, and your baby will be with you every year going forward. Moving through time doesn't mean moving away from the love that you have. You get to bring your baby with you in the future. You're not going to be forever confined to the year they died because you get to bring them with you. You get to integrate them into your life. And that's the most comforting thing I want to offer you. You don't have to feel like you're leaving them behind. You don't have to feel like this is going to make a huge change because you're going into this next year and it means all kinds of things about you, because it doesn't. What it only means is there's an extra number on the end of the date. That's it. Your life is exactly the same. Fortunately and unfortunately, your life is not going to change that much just because of one number added to the end of the calendar date. But the good news is you don't have to feel any pressure to leave anything behind. You get to create your future how you want it and create how your baby shows up in your future however you want it. You can have hope and healing and still miss your baby. You can set your intentions for growth and still honor your loss. One does not cancel out the other. Only you can define what this new year means for you. And I am encouraging you to have some dreams. I am encouraging you to have a little hope. But none of that means your baby doesn't come with you in all of it. It doesn't have to be about resolutions or huge changes. Maybe this year it's more focused on survival and taking small steps towards feeling better and having progress. And maybe it's just about making it through one more day at a time. If you need anything like that, I encourage you to reach out to me. This is the work I do every day with moms. I hold their hand as they make progress and I show you the way. You do not have to do this alone. If you're tired of doing it alone, maybe this year is the year that you give yourself that gift. So maybe say something out loud to your baby when the clock strikes midnight and let them know they're coming with you. Let them know that they belong with you this year and every year. Set intentions, not resolutions. Instead of, I will lose 20 pounds, say, I'm going to honor my body and learn to love it again. Instead of, I will be happy again, say, I will allow myself moments of peace and grace in the hard times. Instead of, I need to move on from this, say, I am going to find ways to integrate my baby into my life and remember them with so much love. What's one thing that you can do this year to keep your baby's memory alive and with you? Think of something special that you can do or buy. Maybe it's a new piece of jewelry. Maybe it's a new item around the house that you look at often. What is one new thing that you can do to keep your baby's memory alive throughout this whole year? Give yourself grace when the struggle happens. Just because it's a new year doesn't mean you're fixed, doesn't mean it's all better. Progress isn't linear. Some days are still going to be hard, and that's okay. You are going to likely grieve in January just like you did in December, but be willing to build a new vision. Be willing to build some new dreams of what you do want for yourself this time next year. What if next year at this time, your life could look completely different? One thing that I know was helpful for me is I kept telling myself, my baby would want me to live a good life. And so that was really always helpful on these kind of occasions is I would remind myself, my babies wouldn't want me to suffer. They would want me to have a good life. They would want me to be a good mom to their brothers. They would want me to have another baby. So see if you can tell yourself that and find some comfort in that. This new year can bring a whole new version of you to life. One who has this perspective that this loss has brought you, one who loves ferociously more than you ever did because you realize how precious life is, and one that brings your baby with you in all of it. And you live your life because of your baby and the appreciation of the strength and resilience it took for you to get this far. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be courageous enough to take the next step, whatever that is for you, one day at a time. If you're ready to find something different, join me in my free upcoming workshop called Practical Ways to Release Guilt and Navigate Grief. I'm going to teach you my 3-step guilt stopping spiral that will honestly change your life. Then we'll talk about rebuilding after loss, trusting yourself again, and creating the kind of future that you want that will honor your baby. Go to navigatingbabyloss.com/workshop to get yourself registered. As we step into the new year, I want you to know this. Your baby is not being left behind. No one can do that. No number on the calendar is possible to do that. They are woven into every inch of your life for the rest of your life. And you are going to be okay. Next year will and can be a very different year for you. And I would love to walk next to you as you do it. Until next week, please give yourself some grace as you enter this new year.